Greetings, Hallowmaniacs, and welcome to another fun adventure for our 31 days of Halloween. This time, and get ready because this is my first time visiting Pleasant Hill Antiques, and it was loaded with so many vintage Halloween treasures. Get ready because we are going to go ahead and explore it. Let's go. All right, so Pleasant Hill Antique Mall. This is a place that I've been to Peoria a lot for work, and I've never went in here, and I don't know why. Maybe I overlooked it, but I'm so glad I stopped in here. And they had so many great vintage items. And look at this right here. This is a noisemaker that I think could have come from anywhere from the 1930s to 1950s. So I'm not sure exact year, but I know ones that typically had the wooden handle. That's usually a good signifier. That's one of the older ones. This right here was kind of just a cute little ceramic for $5, and I saw something right next to it for $3. So I was really liking the prices of what I saw just even upon first coming into the store. The little clown here is not Halloween, but a lot of people don't like clowns, and I thought it's kind of spooky. I guess you could use it. It's kind of cute too. I saw this as well. This is a store of fiber optic pumpkins. So we'll say this is fiber optic number 1. And I don't see these a lot, but in here, oh my goodness, I was seeing a ton of fiber optics. So here's number 1 for the store in this trip. But I also found like some of these older, they're from the 90s, like little miniature Barbies. And here, I don't know if it would be, not really Skipper, but Sister Kelly. So different ones. I think one came from 1994, one from 1996. I saw it was 1997 one, but these are really cute with their little pumpkin outfits on. And then I found a little pinball machine with some pumpkins on top. And I've seen that one in the back right here. It's kind of funny with how it's kind of on the side, but it uses the stem as a nose. And then the other one kind of had a little different face. And then, of course, you had the classic one in the back there. But those were all great. It's a little happy trio. I love seeing the orange there. In the front, I saw this. It's kind of that classic little candy bowl where you put your hand in and a lot of times a little skull will come down. So that was cute to see. And then they had a ton of just different items. I love this paperweight right here. That is just that classic orange color for fall. So it was getting you in the mood for it. And then this store, again, like I said, I've never been in here, but it was a lot larger than I thought. And this is only one building. It almost kind of looked like it was an older school of some sort, but they had a lot of different vendors. This one right here, I've seen these before, especially that little tiny pumpkin piece. I think it's from the 70s. And then, of course, I saw an Annalie figure right here. So had that classic, that orange fall look and holding the little leaf there. So that was pretty precious. And then went over here, saw some different older Empire vintage blow molds from the 90s. And this, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like I thought there were ones that used to be light covers. And kind of looking at the bottom, not sure if you could put just your own light bulb or if this actually was a string light for maybe a light that you put in your yard or your lawn. And then kind of moving on, you'll see a couple more at different vendors. So sometimes when you go into like different antique stores, I feel like you can find different items and you'll see it like repetitive within that store that you don't always see elsewhere. But this was a unique find. It was vintage ghost salt and pepper shakers. And then I found a cabinet with a bunch of different Rosbros, and these are so great. I love this as a classic with the witch and the cat kind of peeking out besides a pumpkin right here. And that's not a bad price, $60 for it. So had a really great coloring. This right here, I love the jack-o'-lantern on the little green wheels. And sometimes if you can find them on the green wheels, they're a little bit more rare. Here again is another witch on a set of wheels. But then you'll also know this version has like the eyes are painted white. So sometimes you'll see different kind of versions and maybe it makes it more rare. Here again is a classic, the witch holding the pumpkin. So I love this one right here. Sometimes you can find the best deals on that one because it's a little bit more common, but still it's great. And it's that classic vintage Halloween. Kind of made my way out of that one building and I was going up and I was seeing a lot of Christmas already coming in. I mean, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Here is a whole nother side, another building that I still had yet to explore. And here are some great blow molds, and you'll notice a decoration to the left that I thought was really unique. It was not for sale, but I'm so glad that the owners brought it in so we could kind of admire it. And look how cute this is, and it would just make little expressions and different little faces, and I loved it. I thought that was so cute. And Here they had a different blow mold with pretty good coloring on it still. One of my favorites, and it just shows, I love that ceramic ghost that you'll see up there on the right-hand side. I love all of them, actually, but that ceramic, it just, how much an effect it can have if you have a blinking light or different colored light. It just can add a whole different effect to a lot of these different decorations. So sometimes just having that different color in there can give it a little bit of a different appeal. Moving on, I saw, this is such a classic storybook. I remember it scared me as a kid. The scary stories to tell in the dark. I remember the red spot, the one with the spiders. That always terrified me as a kid. Like that was like a 90s kid's dream booth right there with the little Pez, the skull. Had that one too. But here again, I love this classic for $22. Not a bad price at all. Had great coloring. It is one of those classic 1970s decorations, melted popcorn. And then this is a great bag for $2 if you want to just have like that classic look of the trick-or-treat bag. Not a bad price. It's kind of a tall, skinny one, but I love the little pumpkins that kind of lined up the size there. And yeah, looks like something you'd definitely be collecting candy in as a little kid. So especially if you're maybe an 80s kid. Moving on, I saw on the table here, look at that face of that little metal pumpkin right there, that shriveled little look there. And then here's again some more jack-o'-lantern pumpkin blow molds. So it was a major orange alert in the store, and I can already see some of the blow molds being marked down. So where one was 80 something dollars, it went down to 50. And this is a unique one right here. I believe it was $35, but it was one that you don't really see very often. So, and it was double-faced jack. So what was really cool about it is you could control and have whether you wanted the happy face or if you wanted to have like kind of the menacing little mischievous face. So I guess depending on your mood, you could decide which one you wanted to display. And $35 was not a bad price for it. But moving on, I saw some more orange pumpkins, the classic one. This one was really cute. It had like a little monocle. Reminded me of that little emoji that you can sometimes put on your phone. And, you know, it was one of those squishy pumpkins probably from the 80s. And that was a unique face. I'd never seen one like that before. But what a great take on it. And then next to it was probably one of my favorite things is just a basket full of pumpkins. So you had a little bigger pumpkin right here, the classic face one. All pumpkins of different sizes and different shades of orange. And while they looked alike, they're all different in their own way. And then here is some more. You can see kind of this vintage, probably 80s or 90s ceramic little light up right here. That was pretty great and not a bad price. And then kind of going up, like I said before, I saw a ton of fiber optics. So I think that was maybe number 2, unless I missed one. But another one for the store. And then I saw some more great blow molds here. And another fiber optics. Here's number 3. So we had rapid fire with the fiber optic pumpkins. But this one in particular had really great color and was still all intact. But look at this ghost right here. That is really unique. And there's just more that even looking back on this, I'm seeing things I didn't even notice when I was in the store. Like, look at this right here. This is a great blow mold. We have different versions of it, but I've never seen one standing on top of the cat with like the little black hat right there. So that was probably came from the 1960s, possibly 70s, but you know, it still had a lot of great color to it. It was not faded. And who remembers this one right here? So this was actually a Goodwill find that I had probably a couple months ago at one of the Goodwills. I think I got mine for $3.99. But that was not a bad price, $14, as those little cute parachute, like pillow buddies, I like to call them. But here's a stack of pumpkins. I love this, but it kind of shows what can happen sometimes to these. So the way they made them, sometimes they can split down the middle right there. So have to be careful with that. But here is a light up bat decoration for $14. And I like the way it has. Like sometimes I love, I always love the classic orange for Halloween. But I like that purple too. And here's another fiber optic one. I'm losing count, but I think this is number 4. Again, $18, not a bad price. Super cute too. And then I found an adorable little ceramic ghost cookie jar. And I love this. It's almost like a little planter or a little tea light holder, that little ghost with the pumpkin. So lots of great finds on that shelf. And then I found, of course, some classic. I think they're more modern, but little miniature pumpkins still in the bags here. $2.50, not bad. But I always check out too, because I think sometimes you can find them if you're looking for the newer kind at your Dollar Tree store. But to tell you the truth, I haven't even noticed them if they are even out this year at the Dollar Tree. I assume they are, but I have not looked yet. And then, I found some more great Orange Alert kind of going through here in another antique booth. I saw, look at that cute little adorable kind of pie pan, and then the Frankenstein napkins there, and just a little mixture of everything in there and different unique items. Here's another from the 90s. A 1998 is Empire Blow Mold as well. So again, these were $10. And again, I want to say, I think they are light covers, but let me know if you had those. I swear I've seen those before. But this is it was a sucker, kind of like a jar or a bucket, but it's kind of great design. I think the graphics on it were pretty cool. So not bad price either. And then kind of moving forward, I saw lots of different kind of amber colored glass, and I thought this was so pretty. I just wanted to feature it. But kind of as we wrap up here, I will show you, I did find some great finds here. Check out these they're kind of like lantern or porch light covers, and they're really large and not a bad price, $45 for it. So sometimes I think you can find them and they can even be more pricier than that. So not a bad find here. And if you want to kind of create your own little Halloween town, that would be a great find. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the haul, and I'll show you what we ended up taking home with us. All right, so let's get into the haul. And this one, I'll apologize now because I don't think I ended up filming this, but we got a good deal. This is a paperweight that I just love the orange, and I thought it would look great for like Halloween season. And I want to say we got this for, I think, either $7 or $9, but I love it. It's like, if you look at it right here, it just kind of reminds me of like a little candy swirl in there. But I love paperweights, and especially ones too that have like the orange or like the fall color, something that I could put out during the Halloween season. So yes, this is a must have. And like I said too, I don't think I ended up filming it, but definitely took it home from the store. Next up, I ended up taking home the Happy Halloween plate. It was $6, but again, it reminded me of like a classic vintage Halloween and just had that appeal to it. I love the orange coloring. It's one of like the metal or tin plates right here that you could have as a serving tray, and yeah, pretty lightweight and everything. But again, I just love the witch design on it. I thought it was so cute and classic Halloween. All right, so the next item and third item that we ended up taking home was this classic blow mold right here. It has on the bottom here the Empire stamp. So again, I probably think that this is maybe from either the 1960s or 1970s, give or take, but I love the coloring. I wasn't too familiar with the one with the little top hat. I know there's different renditions of, they have the cats with like again, sometimes you'll see like the little dancing skulls or skeletons on the bottom, or it'll have trick or treat on it. But yeah, I've never seen one again. And it has good coloring too with the little witches at the bottom here. So yep, the coloring was very good. A little bit of a different design than what we have, and got a pretty good deal on it too. So not bad price at all. And yeah, this is coming home with us. All right, so the last item, which is a really cool item, and I want to say it's probably my favorite item. It's a noisemaker. It has a wooden handle here, so it's a little bit older than the ones that had the plastic. And I was expecting, because when I first saw it, it was locked up in the cabinet, and I couldn't really see the price tag on it. And I was expecting it to probably be like $70 to $100. Sometimes I even saw this exact one, and I think it was like $135 someone had on it. So I was expecting a lot more, and when they said it was $35, I was like, oh, sold. This is coming home, and I love the design on it with the witch standing on the jack-o'-lantern. The coloring was really good. Here you have like the bat, the black cat. Let's flip it over here. And on this side, there's another witch kind of holding the jack-o'-lantern with a little owl kind of peering over with the moon. So very cool design. One that I don't have. Again, noisemakers come in a lot of different shapes, sizes, and different varieties, and this will be a nice little addition. And all right, so that's going to do it for this video. That completes the haul. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed the antique shop. I've never been there before, and I've been out there a lot of times for work and just have not stumbled into that shop. So yeah, I think I found a new favorite place to hang out near Peoria, Illinois. So super happy. Love these finds. Was really excited to definitely find the noisemaker, but the blow mold as well, and not bad prices at all. It was very reasonably priced. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, friends, to always Stay spooky.
Ooh, trick or treat.